This video is to demonstrate how to run the New York State quarterly sales tax report. This is a quarterly report, so only done 4 times a year. So right now we're going to run the report from December to February. So I've shared this document with you. This document will have just the raw data. So this is the Amazon sales data. So first thing you need to do is to just run a pivot table on this data. So just select all, go to pivot table. From here, I would add the jurisdiction name. And then for the values, I would add the taxable amount. You just want to make sure this is sum of. So make sure this is sum. I'll just take this, select all, copy it. I will just copy values only. And then from here, I'm going to do a VLOOKUP. So I have another tab that says mapping table. So I just want to put the values in the mapping table over here. So then I'll select Albany. So the first column, which is D2, comma. So I'm going to map it to here. This is Albany. To these columns. I'm going to press F4 here. F4, what that does is it locks the cells. So you can see that there are, if you look at here, they have dollar signs in front of it. So you want to make sure that you have that. And then I'll just do the number 1, which grabs the column, the first. Actually, I'm going to do number 2, which grabs the second column, and then false. So you see Alabama, it says AL here. If you go up, it says, sorry, it's Albany. Albany and then AL, so that's right. The next one, you want to do the same thing. You want to pull Albany, D2. Same thing, select all. You click F4 to lock it, and then I want the third column. And then just type in false for the last parameter. Okay, so 0181, so just double check. 0181, that's right. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to drag it down. The next thing I'm going to do is I am just going to filter for everything without zeros. Okay, so all right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to see all the ones that are NA and try to figure out why they're NA. So first one, Auburn, it's because if you look at the mapping table, it wasn't in the mapping table. So I have this other reference sheet. If you open the reference sheet, this has the all of the codes, right? So if you look up Auburn, here it is, 0561. So what I want to do is I'm just going to put Auburn, and then this is just the first two letters, AU, and then it will be 0561. Okay. Oh, for the ones that start with 0, you have to put a comma first. 2 comma 0561. Otherwise, it's going to take the 0 out. So the Bronx. Bronx is one of the 5 boroughs of New York City. So for this one, we can ignore it for now. Well, actually, what we'll do is for the New York City one, yeah, we can just ignore it for now. Kings is also part of New York City. Metropolitan, we can ignore this one. New York is part of New York City. New York State, ignore this one. Queens is part of New York City. Richmond is part of New York City. And then Yates, we don't have this one, so we'll go ahead and go in the mapping table. Yates is 5721. So add that in there, 5721. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rerun this. So because I've added 2 extra columns, I want to make sure that it's included. So I'm just going to take this whole area. Oh, I forgot to lock it, so I'm going to press F4 here just to lock it. And then I can really just copy this and put it here. Okay. So if I do that, drag it down, you see Yates is now populated, and then Auburn is also populated. Great. So the next thing I want to do is I just want to copy these 4 columns, and I'll create a new. I'll come to this reference, and I'll just paste it here. Okay. So the first thing is I'm going to take these 2 columns. So the report that I want to generate is basically in this format. So if you see the first row is the county code. So I'm going to take these 2 rows, and I'm going to copy it to the side. Oops, I have to copy as values. So next thing I have to do is I have to create one for New York City. So I can delete this grand total. I'm going to create one for New York City. New York City starts with NE. And then if you look on the mapping table, New York City is 8081. And then the value should be Richmond. You want to create the sum of Richmond, Queens, New York, Kings, and the Bronx. So you add that all up. And then everything else, you just copy this column. And you just want to copy that over. You just want to copy it just as values. So this is great. Oh, actually, one thing I wanted to do. What you can do here is actually just do round, because I actually want it be rounded. So I just want to click on that and round it to 0. So I'll have that all the way down. Sorry, not include New York City. Yeah, you shouldn't include New York City because there's nothing over there. Well, what I can do is this. If I do that, then I'll be able to do it. Yeah. Okay. So actually, I was missing a column. This column should be the taxable. Right. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy these 3 columns. These 4 columns will be as is. I'm going to copy that, drag it all the way down. And then I want to take out the columns that have NA. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick filter. And I'm going to filter for just the columns with NA. And I just want to delete these. So, okay, one thing that was incorrect is you see how this is 0.00, it's incrementing it. I just want to make sure that it's 0.00 all the way down. And then the filing date will be 12. This is 12/01/2017. I'll provide this date to you. So that's actually it. So what I want to do now is we'll create a separate tab, and this will be the final. And then I would just need to copy this all the way down, paste it here. Oh, when you paste, you want to make sure you just paste values only. And that's it. And that's how you run the New York State quarterly report.